Alright guys, it's 1 a.m., so I will try and make this quick. Hi, I'm Claire Weinstein. I'm going to do some question and answers that you all had on my ask.fm. I wanted to pick the best ones, and the most interesting ones. The first question is, what's the most strangest dream that you've ever had? I've had a lot of strange dreams, but probably the most strange would be um I was coming home from China with my family. We stayed at this hotel in China for about I don't know, for a while, and it was a really really nice hotel. Don't get me wrong, there were fountains, there were swimming pools. The food was really nice there, but I must have hated it in my dreams. I hate to admit it, but I basically dreamed that it was under attack by some monster. And yeah, that was probably the strangest dream. That's making it a long story short. Okay, the second question is, what would you ask the president? If I had any question in the world to ask the President of the United States, probably it would be to make a bill and turn it into a law to end bullying. As a victim of 10 years of bullying, I can say it's not fun. So I would try and put it into it because no child wants to be bullied at age 8 up to 18. So no one should have to go through that. And yeah, that's probably what I would ask the president. But he says he's going to do something about it. But we all know that's probably not going to happen. Alright, the third question is, which quality in a man do you dislike the most? What do I dislike in a man the most? Probably them getting very jealous. I'm going to say straight off the bat that I've had only 3 boyfriends out of my 4 years of high school, 6 years of younger children learning, and I can say I dislike jealousy the most, because being jealous is a form of weakness, because when you're jealous, you start to forget all the blessings that you've been given in your life, so you can't be grateful for the things you've been given in your life. And you want to see things your way, so you become selfish in a way, if that makes sense. Just the way I feel about it. Who do you respect the most? Oh, that's another question. Probably my mother. My mother gave me my faith, basically. Everything that I believe in now, my mother's given me. So, my mother I respect the most, and she's always been here. So that's probably who I respect the most. If I were a road sign, what would I say? Probably think before you speak. Because everyone needs to learn that basically you need to think before you speak. So you don't make any mistakes in what you're going to say to the other person. It's late, I apologize. It's 1:06 a.m. Mm. Uh, what have I learned today? Probably giving is much better than receiving. Laughter's the best medicine. My cousin is really great at making people laugh, although sometimes things don't always turn out the way it should. So, even though I shouldn't laugh, I laugh. What's the worst thing to do on the first date? Mm, Probably yawn while the other person is talking, because you never know what the person had said when you're yawning. Mm. Eighth question is, am I frightened or curious about the future? Well, I know I shouldn't be, but sometimes I get a little bit frightened sometimes, just a little bit. So basically, I'm a bit more curious about the future than I am frightened about the future. Because in the Bible, the Lord says not to be afraid of the future, that He'll guide me throughout the walk and the journey. So I really don't have to be frightened about it, but I do have a right to be curious about it. And if I get frightened, I'll just pray about it. Sorry. And the ninth question is, if I could travel anywhere in Africa, where would it be? Considering most of Africa is made of forest, if they're talking about South or North Africa, I would say neither. I would say the mountains. The mountains are really, really pretty there. I've seen photos of the mountains in Africa. It's beautiful. Yep. The 10th question is, what gives you the most pleasure, giving presents or receiving them? Giving them, of course, because receiving, you can't get much out of it. Mm-mm. So giving, you give your heart out, and you give the best gift sometimes, even though it's sometimes not the best present in the world, but it's still given by heart. That's what I am. I'm more of a giver than a receiver. What art form do you like the best? Physically, I love dancing. Emotionally, probably singing. Yeah, I like singing because singing is what puts me at ease. And so I'm basically singing and feeling so much better. I could be in any kind of mood, happy, sad, anxious, and there'll always be a song. Who would I cast to play myself in a movie? That's hard. If it was a musical, I would do Idina Menzel because we have sort of the same vibrato voice. Because, she would be singing stuff like, who can say if I've been changed for the better? And I can follow that. When I was little, what did I want to be when I grew up? Probably an actress. I'm still pursuing that dream. I've done about 10 plays, 4 movies, so I'm living the dream. Would I consider having a full relationship and everything that comes with it, the mentally challenged man, if I found him to be the only genuine, sincere, caring, and honest guy I've ever met? Yeah, I probably would, because to me, looks don't matter. The heart matters. And that's all I'm looking for in a relationship. Am I usually the heartbreaker or the heartbroken? Depends on the situation. Because the heartbreaker, it would be if I caught the guy cheating. But then I'd be heartbroken at the same time. So either way, they sort of clink together. If I could choose to stay a certain age forever, what age would it be? Mm, Probably 13, because A, I'm still in school. School was the best years of my life. B, 13 is practically my favorite number. In all the numbers of the number line, it would have to be 13. Yep. Uh, what do I notice when I walk into someone's home for the first time? Mm, Probably the wallpaper. Yeah, I could notice anything about a room, it would be the wallpaper. Because I like looking at wallpaper. It's a pretty color, and I could tell if the person is artistic or not. Mm, Where's the worst place I could get stuck? Mm, Neighborhood-wise would be in a really poor part of Savannah. See, I'm from a higher part of Savannah, so I don't really have to worry about it. I'm not saying that I'm coming from a rich family, but I do come from a modest neighborhood. My boyfriend does too. Mm. The last question is, will you go out with me? I will need your name, phone number, and possibly email. Yeah. So, thanks for watching this part 1 of my question and answers. I hope to upload later when I'm not so sleepy or when my voice is more awake. So, thanks for watching again, and night.